Naked author Jason William Galbraith Rollo Stuart Brus, greatest author of my generation, GAOMG. Everything that I've just discovered, I just showed you like the breakdown. I'm descended from two direct descendant, unbroken Y-DNA from Rollo through Robert the Bruce. One line, my Treese Bruce line is specifically through Rollo, Robert the Bruce, Robert Bruce of Liddesdale, his illegitimate son, through the Treese line to me directly. And then the other one is through Rollo, Robert the Bruce, to his grandson, Robert II, the first Stuart King of Scotland, and then through his legitimate son, Sir John the Black Stewart, Sheriff of Bute, and then his son William Stuart of Fennock, Stewart, Sheriff of Bute as well. And then it keeps going down the Stuarts of Bute to me today. So that was an amazing, unbelievable, once-in-a-lifetime discovery that I found, that I tried to submit to University of Strathclyde, and there was a DNA snip I have that's directly confirmed Robert the Bruce descendant. So I'm related to him, and I know I'm, a pure direct descendant of Robert the Bruce. And when I figured out to take that Robert the Bruce that's from Normandy and connect it with my Treese snips all the way down, and I found more Treese snips, because Alistar really, when he was being mean and condescending, he also just verified I'm absolutely from the DF27, the Iberian Peninsula. I have so much Bruce that I really could see now. He really, by really being like condescending and flippant and stuff, he actually helped me to really focus in on finding all of so much more Robert the Bruce direct descent, and putting it, matching it together without the known, that FGC 78762. That's like the known one that goes to the Stuarts and the Clackmannan line. And that's the one that's like known. Mine is brand new that I just discovered, and it's unbelievable. DNA is what it is. And I don't need anybody's thoughts or ideas or opinions or anything. It is what it is. You can run it on ChatGPT. I've published both of my lines, and you can see it. It's unbelievable. And everything that I've done, I've proven. I am Jason William Galbraith Rollo Stuart Brus, the Norman-Scot greatest author of my generation, GAOMG. And I've written it all. I am the last unicorn of Scotland, the only living pure descendant of Robert the Bruce that we know of today. And I figured it out using my Bruce Normandy confirmed Bruce, and I figured it out and connected it to my Treese Bruce pure descendant line over 1,100 years even, and it keeps going back. We could go past Rollo, but those are like the absolute definitive names that we all know, warriors, everything. And it's the most amazing thing is I combined like everything that I did, like finding out who I am, my ancestors, writing about them in my book. That's again why I'm the greatest author of my generation, is I've utilized all technology in my generation. Look, from fighting MMA, posting it online, writing about it in my books, and I combined it all. And it's all documented, everything on the way. I'm an author. I tell stories through my books, through social media, through everything that I write when I'm meeting people. I wrote all this stuff out. I can read it all to you. But this book too, this came out, here I am. I did my skydiving from 10,000 feet while I'm writing my first book, and I put it all on YouTube to test myself. Do I have the courage? This is before I even started fighting MMA. I'm already writing this and posting it on YouTube. There's an internal drive that always told me and guided me, who I am inside. I think we all know, without me ever knowing it until today, almost at 50 years old, that I was always a Brus inside. I fought, my t-shirt says it right there. This is for fucking stage 4 cancer. You're not gonna find, there's nobody else like me ever on planet Earth that has a DNA, 2 direct lines from Rollo, Robert the Brus, through the Stuarts royalty, his grandson, and to me directly through Robert Brus of Liddesdale before the Clackman line starts. And I know that's going to upset everybody, but DNA and technology, I've utilized it all to promote my books, write my books, sell them on Amazon in the 21st century, tell my stories. This is a story that I'm telling you also as an author. Look up the Latin word as author. That is who I am. A leader, warrior, storyteller. That is everything I'm telling, and I'm still going with this discovery and writing all of my books. I incorporate them all over 20 years coming up in, next year, and it's all documented. Everything that I've done. This is from Gannett. That's a big media outlet. In 2006, I'm already utilizing 21st century technology to print my books, promote them online, jump out of airplanes, whatever I want to do to tell my story of sacrifice, determination, everything that is in my name, that is who I am. Without ever knowing who I was, I think we all know, I always knew I'm a Brus, and I fought everybody to be where I am today. Jason William Galbraith Rollo Stuart Brus, the Norman-Scot, greatest author of my generation, GAOMG. All my DNA is proving it. All of my books that are on Amazon right now. Even look at this, dude. Look at this. This is stuff I did that's unheard of. This is in 2011. Where were you in 2011? 2006, I was already hitting the streets, and I already wrote that I'm going to become the greatest author of my generation, passing out flyers on the streets in Times Square and starting my own documentary, January 1st, 2007. So in 2006, it's already documented, and I'm doing events like this. Look at this. This is me at an MMA gym. Saturday, joined the self-published author and MMA fighter, Jason Michener. That was my name back in the day before I knew. I am no Michener. I'm all Brus, bro. All Brus. And all of my DNA verifies it. You don't have to question it or anything. Anyway, for the event, Michener will have a 3-round MMA fight with pro fighter Doug Anderson from Fight Quest before book signing, where he will meet and greet fans and explain his process of intertwining his ancestors in writing on YouTube and blogging about his stories in his books and online with his career as an author. So already it's stated that I'm an author utilizing all of 21st century technology. This is in Gannett, it's been stated, from 2006. I've proven it with my DNA. It's all verifiable. I'm definitely, there's points in your life where I did that. That's me. I knocked a dude out after coming back from stage 4 cancer. Almost 40 years old, dude. Wrote my books when I'm getting slammed by the University of Strathclyde, and I'm trying to show them this is unheard of. I have the most amazing direct descent to the greatest Scottish warrior and king Scotland has ever seen. Robert the Brus. That is an amazing discovery that I have, and amazing that I've tied it all together with my books, my DNA, my actions. That is all Brus, baby. That's all Brus. So from this point on, in the past, I was always trying to prove myself, or, I was trying to stand out, make it, everything like that. I'm almost 50. I've done it all. My DNA speaks for itself. My book speaks for itself. All of my books that I'm going to put out now for my trilogy that connects over a 20-year lifespan, my life of self-discovery and finding out who I am through DNA and writing about my ancestors in my books. And again, I've been doing this since my first book, is writing about my ancestors. These are the flyers I took to Times Square. My ancestors in 2006, when I wrote my first book. My ancestors that I've written about in my books: Full Moon Rising, Red Sea Divided, A Fallen King, Trilogy, my first trilogy, all fought and suffered pursuing their dreams, just as I am doing now as I try to become the greatest author of my generation. And that's exactly who I am today. And I've proven it over 20 years. My actions speak for it. My books speak for it. And my trilogy, when it comes out, I'm going to break it down to 3. It's going to be the first one. It's like the Kingdom of Strathclyde with my Galbraith kilt. Then it's going to be the Wars of Scottish Independence, Robert the Brus and the Galbraiths again, in my Brus kilt. And then the final will be, Robert Galbraith, the last chief. And then my ancestors, the Johnston, and this awesome dude, Smiley, that's my ancestor. That's a Scottish name. They don't even have a clan. But this dude fought to the death, 1690 at the Battle of Boyne, and that will be my 3rd book. And I'll have my Stewart of Bute kilt on in my 3rd book. So it'll be, start out, the first one will be Galbraith, Kingdom of Strathclyde in my Galbraith kilt. Second one will be the Scottish Wars of Independence with my Brus kilt on, with Galbraith and all the Stuarts and everybody involved. And then my 3rd one, I'll have my Stewart of Bute kilt on, as that is now in my modern time, 2025, my royalty descent that everybody's like familiar with. There isn't a Treese Brus kilt for that dynasty that I discovered. I discovered my own dynasty, the Treese Brus dynasty, and it goes directly before the Clackmannan line, and I have another line right after that, and we don't even know where that goes. I have so much Brus and Stewart in me. It's unbelievable, and it's always been my drive that makes me, stand up and fight anybody to the death, to not marginalize my absolute proven direct descent. We just need University of Strathclyde to, accept reality, DNA. And I've proven it in all of my books that I've written, connected them over 20 years of self-discovery through DNA, and written about it from day one, that I'm writing about my ancestors, that I'm finding out about, and I'm still doing that to this day, and just found out I am an absolute direct descendant, unbroken for over 1,000 years, with 2 lines: the Treese Brus dynasty and the Stewart Brus dynasty. And you can check my books, check my fights, knocking people out. My days of having to prove anything to anybody are over, dude. I've done it. I know. I am Jason William Galbraith Rollo Stuart Brus, the Norman-Scot greatest author of my generation, GAOMG. I am the last unicorn of Scotland. The only one out of 8.1 billion people on Earth today that can prove his unbroken Y-DNA descent from Rollo, Robert the Brus, King of Scots, Robert Brus of Liddesdale, his illegitimate son, to his grandson, Robert II, the first Stuart king of Scotland, and all of his legitimate descendants of the Stuarts of Bute. And the Stuarts and Brus have been bros from Normandy, man. I have all of the DNA. I can see it and can see all these stories, and it's just really amazing. Now it's really just an amazing place of life, that I'm in. So cheers.